What's up, y'all? Taylor Exchange here, just going live for you guys. I want to talk to you about expanding my business, a few things that I've had planned, and the reason why I haven't been uploading videos. So, my plan is to go full-time selling on eBay and other platforms in January of 2022. I had planned to do it 2021, and then something happened in 2020, and it kind of threw everybody for a loop, and it made me a little more cautious about quitting my job. That I do like my job, so I didn't want to quit. I was a little nervous, but I'm making moves to expand. And one of the things I'm doing is I'm building a shed in my backyard. Now, my wife and I have been in this house for about 4 years, and it doesn't have a shed. It does have an attached garage. It's an oversized garage with one door. And I have like some workout gear in there, like a bench, squat, dumbbells, all that good stuff. And then the other side, I have some work tables, and I have mowers, chainsaws, weed eaters, all that good stuff. So I've wanted a shed for a very, very long time. Hey, Nanotink. And I decided to build one of those barn style sheds that go like that. And it is 10 by 12. It's pretty big. There's going to be loft storage. It's going to be the 10-foot width, and it's going to come out 8 feet. And then it's going to have about 20 inches on the side going to the front and the other side. And yeah, so if you guys follow me on Instagram, or if you want to check it out, go to Taylor Exchange on Instagram. I've been trying to post like the progression of it, and I've been trying to do videos of it because eventually I want to do like a big like a build video. It's going to show doing the foundation all the way up to the end, and I hope it goes viral. And to me, viral is like more than a few hundred views, and I think it will. There's a lot of different aspects of it, and I'm really excited for it. Taylor, what's up? Glad you're here. Taylor, you've been doing really good. Like, it's been pretty shocking to see like the following you've gotten after collabing with Graham, and that's excellent. So the thumbnail was like my hand. If you guys can see here, I have like multiple splinters on both hands. And I worked construction for like a year solid with a general contractor. And then I framed houses for about 8 months. And I worked in a wood shop for about a year and a half when I was younger. And I have a lot of knowledge, and like I can do things. But whenever you're out of the game, it's kind of like when you work out for a while and then stop. Like when you try to get back into it, your muscles aren't ready for that. And my hands have been taking a beating. Like last night, I was the most tired I think I've ever been. Like it was insane. And today, like I had the walls framed this morning and everything, and I was going to do the roof, and I was going to sheet it and deck the roof with plywood. Let's see. Nana, you've been seeing the shed, and Kelly's here too. Yeah, dude, the hands have been killing. So today in Texas, it was like 45 degrees and it was raining. It rained from like 10 till I think it's still raining right now. And I bought all the sheeting and decking, which isn't really supposed to get wet. I mean, it's okay if it does, but you're supposed to like wrap it and tape the seams and all that. So I got like a lot of the walls sheeted, and I got all the frames for it's not really a rafter. They're called grambles whenever it's like the barn style. So I got all that done today, and it was just brutal. I mean, there was mud everywhere. I had to carry like all the sheets. They're 8x4 sheets, and it's been crazy. So like I've been dying to get back into eBay. I mean, I have a lot of stuff, maybe even a little death pile, but I haven't been able to sit down and do it. Like right now, I just want to like drink some beer and watch football, but I figured I gotta let you guys know what's going on. It's been, I think, a week since my last video. I've been doing a lot of the sourcing videos because they're pretty easy. I would like to share some sales, but I've had a couple big sales. I think I'm at like 17 or 1800 bucks this month, but I haven't been listing as consistent as I usually do. So probably not going to crack the $2,000 mark, but full time, I think $4,000 in profit is going to be like a comfortable number to hit. And then as far as that goes, like I'm really excited, but without the shed, I can't store enough items. In this one room that I'm in, it's like, I don't know, like 12 by 11 or 12 by 13, not really sure. And I have like 300 items, and there's hard goods and there's clothing and a lot of shoes, but I don't really think I can store more than 300 items comfortably in here. Like my dog takes up a good amount of space when he sits behind me, and I do my photos in here. I do my shipping in here, and my inventory. Pretty much everything is done in this office. So I'm so excited for the shed. Like, tomorrow is my last full day to work on it, and then I got to go back to repairing copiers on Monday. But we do have, I think I took 2 days off this month. So I'll have a couple days, but I think on those days I'm going to try to list like 30 to 50 items because I want to get into that, like have a couple days of experience of like a full-time reselling day, you know, where I wake up, do my shipping, and then just if I have to go source, try to source a bunch of items, or if I just need to list, like knock out a bunch of listings. But I definitely want to get some of that, you know, experience, like listing that many items, because it does take a little bit. Like if all the items are prepped and they're all like shoes, it can go pretty fast. But if they're different, like these Guitar Hero controllers you see behind me, or that DJ Hero 2, like some of those things kind of like just, it resets your brain to like do some different things. One thing I've learned whenever I'm taking my photos is like just take different angles of the photo of the item without moving the item. Like if you have to turn the item each time, it just takes a little bit more time and almost makes your brain like stop and think, okay, I got to move it and then take a photo. Just kind of take different angles, and then, you know, it looks like different photos and it'll get the job done. So Nana Tink said, I wanted to do a what sold video today. I have not done one in months. I didn't do it. Sported a headache all day. Yeah. Yeah. Headaches stink, man. I got some Miller Lite here. I'm not affiliated, or I'm not sponsored by Miller Lite, but it is my beer of choice. And yeah, sometimes you just knock a few back. Like my body's been really sore, and beers kind of helped. I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving too. I didn't say that in the beginning. I thought about saying that, but hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving, got to eat the turkey and all that good stuff. I know we had a really good time. We have bits of family everywhere, so we got to see some of them, you know, more than others, but that's just how it goes. So back to like my plan. So once the shed is built, I'm going to move pretty much everything I can in there that I don't want for my eBay inventory. And I'm going to go with, I looked it up earlier, it's the Husky storage rack system. So they're at Home Depot. They're currently $159. It's, I think it's galvanized steel, and they're like 72 or 78 inches wide and about, you know, 6 foot tall. And they have 4 racks, and I'm going to buy the custom size boxes. Oh, they're 24 inches deep too. So I'm going to buy custom size boxes, and I think I can fit 4 or 5 on him. Chris on Daily Refinements does it in his little lockers. And I think it's a great system because those racks are like super durable and they'll last forever. So those, I think I'm going to have 3 of them down my garage on the one side. I also have a TV in the garage. I use it for testing, but it's our old big screen TV. So it's kind of big and obnoxious, but it is hung up on a mount. So maybe I'll keep it there, but I definitely need to have like a testing station, my inventory station in the garage. And I also do want to keep the weights on like the other side of the garage. Like working out's kind of like a big part of my life. Whenever I get like stressed, if I have a really good workout, it'll kind of eliminate all that and kind of resets me. If you have trouble sleeping, you know, like working out also is a really good stress reliever, and it causes you to be tired. So I definitely want to keep the weights. I want to keep the inventory storage on the one side, and then everything else is going to go into the storage shed. My mowers, my chainsaws, weed eaters, table saws, you know, the miter saw, all that good stuff. And then my wife's got these storage bins you see right here. These are our Christmas decorations. She has 2 totes, and she just told me a second ago, she's like, I'm going to need those totes out tomorrow in the living room because I'm decorating for Christmas. And I was like, all right. I said, make sure you bring some totes back so I can set my photo station back up, because you got to have something, right? Like whether it's on the ground or, you know, flat lays, whatever, you got to have like a decent, consistent like photos. I did buy those 2 pink lights. I got those at a garage sale for $1 a piece. And I use these bulbs right here. If you guys are wondering, these are Duracell Ultra, and it's 150 lumens. This is the daylight. So one thing when you're buying lights, daylight is like that white looking light, and then the warm light is more of that yellow light. So I always thought daylight was yellow because the sun's yellow and you draw it on your paintings and when you grow up. But yeah, you want daylight for like that white look. It really helps. And then I got my clip lights up front, so like it looks better for the camera. Tommy, are late night snacks considered working out by chance? It depends on the snack, you know. Some snacks, it's more of a workout to get through. Other snacks kind of just, like cotton candy, I would not consider a workout snack, but like, a king size Snickers or something, that's a bit of a workout. Your jaw gets like a little bit of workout in there. But my snack right now is just Miller Lite. If I'm hungry, I'll drink beer sometimes. If it's like not quite dinner, I'll have like a beer and kind of like hold me over. So that's kind of a snack. But anyway, we're talking about the expansion. Tommy, if you're still in here and didn't click out, I was going to ask you, I'm going to go full time. Right now I have 300 items. It's one of those things where like, I kind of want to buy 100 items a week and list 100 items a week. And we're hitting like $10 minimum profit per item. That's just kind of like my shot in the dark at what I think is going to work. I did have like a return this month. I've actually had 2 returns this month. I usually get 0 or 1 return a month. I had one for one of those Handycam camcorders. It was, I paid $27 at an estate sale and it sold for $150. And then the guy said it didn't work. It had like a video in it and I watched some of it. This guy was actually a pilot. He was in a Cessna and he was videoing with it. So it was pretty cool. I watched some of it to make sure it worked or whatever. When he said he got it, he said it didn't work. I think he just converted the tape he had and then claimed it didn't work and sent it back. So I don't have that tape anymore. I threw it away. I don't really know if it works. I don't know if I want to keep it and I don't know if I want to relist it. I think I'll relist it one more time. And then if it gets returned again, I'll probably just trash it. But that was a bit annoying. And then the other one, I'm going to make a video about it and it's going to be pretty good. I'm acting like 2 different people because the conversation got kind of crazy. I kind of pushed a nerve. Like they said it had this little chip on it. It was like a decorative Disney Fantasia like figurine type thing. And they said it had a chip on it and they had it out of the packing material, right? And they said, yeah, it broke in transport. And it wasn't broken. It just had like maybe like a grain of rice size like chip off of it. Excuse me. So I said, and they've been on eBay since 1992 and they had like 2,300 feedback and they had 800 items listed and a lot of them were collectibles like the thing they bought from me. So I'm pretty sure I accepted a low offer of them. They're going to resell that item. I think they were just trying to like get me to give them like a discount. So I told them, I'll sum it up. I pretty much said like, hey, it looks like you pulled it out of the box. So it's hard for me to believe that it broke in transport. Like if they're really a pro, they would have opened the box, seen that it was broken, taken a photo, and then started the case or start messaging me. They had it out of the box. I'm pretty sure they looked at it, picked at it, and it like broke a little piece off. So they were kind of like, wow, really, wow. They're like, now you're calling me a liar? Really, wow. And they like capitalized wow a couple times in there. And I was just like, oh no, like, why did I take this route? Usually I'm just like, well, what kind of discount do you want? Like, let's work it out. But that time I was just kind of like, this person is trying to get one on me. And then after the messaging where they said I was calling them a liar, they opened the actual case and I was like, can you just glue it back on with super glue or like paint the little tree limb or whatever? And they didn't respond. I didn't want to like pay for a label to get it back because I'm pretty sure they would have broke it if they had to send it back. So I decided to like make up a story and I said like, hey, I talked to my wife about it and she said it could have broke in transportation. Let me give you a $25 refund. It was a $75 item. So I went from making like $30 to making like $5. So I got it taken care of, but man, it was just kind of a bummer. Like I typically don't get returns. I do shoes, jeans, electronics. Sometimes a VCR will get returned, but I haven't had a return in so long. And I had 2 this month, which I don't know, man. It's just one of those things. I know when I go full time and I start selling like multiple hundreds of items a month, I'll definitely get more. Right now, I sell like 100 to 200 items a month and I have like maybe 1 a month. I got my dog here. He probably wants to go outside. KB Flips, I hear you with the returns. Lots of people playing games the past few weeks. Yeah, so the Disney Fantasia is like, it's like a $150 collector's item. And it had the box and I bought it. It was new. And I took an offer of 75 because it sat for like 4 months, And I just, when I saw their page and then the way they like do the message, right? I don't have it in front of me, but they said, I've been selling since 1992, like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, dude, you know the game then. Like, you know how to word these messages so that I'm pretty much stuck having to give you some type of discount or work a deal. But he said he couldn't glue the piece back because it was metal. It was enamel on metal is what he said. And I'm kind of like, dude, you could just like paint it like a little turquoise color that it was. And oh man, but hey, it's one of those things, you know. Tommy, eBay for me is return hell compared to all the other platforms combined. I don't know what it is, man. Do you think it's because you have more items going out on eBay, or just because people know they can like take advantage of eBay? I mean, yeah, it's rough, man. Like, yeah, I actually met a guy like I was training for the copiers, Kyocera. I repair copiers, and I went to Kyocera training in Irving. This was actually in March, right before the shutdown started. And this guy was talking to me and said he repairs like boats and RV units. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. He's like, yeah, I repair them and I flip them. And I was like, cool. Where do you get your parts? He says, I get them all on Amazon. He goes, a lot of times I'll just order the right part and I'll send back the broken one and say that it was broken. He's like, I pretty much get the money and get to keep the part. And I was just like, dude, I hate people like you is what I said to him. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, what I mean is I hate people like you. And I said it right to his face. And like, it just, he was like, he was shocked. And I'm kind of like, dude, I don't like, because I told him that I resell, like he doesn't really understand. And I was just like, dude, you're the worst type of person out there. And if people are doing that just to take advantage of other people, totally not cool, man. I mean, not cool. Tommy said I had to pay $150 PayPal chargeback last month. I didn't even know happened. What happened? They went through the credit card company. Never one message on eBay or anything. Money just gone. I think, is that because with managed payments, there's like a new fee with PayPal? If you get a return, is it like a $10 fee or something like that? Because there's this guy, he's in the UK. It's Samson TV or something like that. He's a younger guy that resells, and he has a really good video about that. And I think he said there's like an extra charge with the PayPal. Tommy's not on managed payments. Huh. I don't know. But that sucks, man. When the money disappears, it's kind of like what happened, you know? There's no explanation. And then Samson in Australia. Australia, yeah, not the UK, Australia, yeah. I was watching him for a while. Every now and then I dip back into one of his videos, but he's pretty good. I like it because he's like in your face and it like his cuts are like pretty quick. And I don't know, he has a lot of knowledge and he's trusted his gut on how he's been reselling, and he's doing extremely well, guys. Check out Samson's channel. Kelly said, I got a guy messaging me 28 days after purchase on an iPhone claiming the camera isn't working, dude. Ridiculous, man. I don't know if I've ever come across a phone where the camera doesn't work, man. I mean, unless there's like a crack on the lens, but he might not know how to use the camera, man. That stinks, dude. I know I have mine set up for free returns, but like that's that 30-day mark, right? So I've had a couple people where after a 30 days, you know, they're like, hey, this, you know, something's going, or I'm not happy with this. And I'm like, it's already been 30 days and now you're telling me that you don't like the item? Like, come on now. Like, what am I going to do for that? Kelly said he's an a-hole, man. Yeah, that's unfortunate, Kelly. Kelly's reseller in my town. He's had a couple bad ones. He had like a few in a row. But hey, he's been calling eBay and they've been like, you know, understanding what's been going on and helping him out a little bit. Tommy said Samson's 21, I believe, man. Yeah, it's crazy how far he's come at a young age. Yeah, he totally like just stuck with his guns. He was gaming a lot and thought he could be like a big time gamer and stuff. And then eventually he found reselling and just he's been hitting it hard. I mean, he does replenishables, he does like one-offs, he does all kinds of stuff. So I think it's Samson TV. Yeah, check that out. Try Flippers Brian, what's up, man? Dude, it's been a while. I wanted to come on today and just kind of talk with everybody. I got a shed being built and it's taking a lot of my time. I haven't done any sourcing this weekend, which is the first weekend in like since like April that I haven't been sourcing. And I do miss it. I honestly miss the hunt. You know, I like finding them items. I haven't listed an item in like a week and a half. I went from, you know, I'm part-time. I went from like 13.5K for like the 90 days to like 10.3 right now. And it's because I haven't listed a single item in like a week and a half. I'm probably going to just like, once the shed's like sheeted. So sheeting is whenever you put the sidewalls, you know, like the OSB on the sides, and then decking is when you put the stuff on top. And then I'm going to wrap it and, you know, tape it and wrap it. And then at that point, I'll figure out if I want like a metal roof or shingles. But once that's all done, I'm going to hit eBay a little bit because I've been spending my eBay money to pay for this shed. I think I'm at like $1,600 so far on the shed, and I still got a few more purchases. So I think it's going to be about $2,500, which is what I'm shooting for, because the prefab sheds that are 10 by 12 at Lowe's are made with like 2x2s for framing, and it's just trash. And they gouge people. Like I actually went to a garage sale and somebody had the exact shed that I'm gonna build, but the prefab version. And I was like, "Can I just check out your shed?" And I was looking at the framing and all that stuff. Oh my gosh, it was terrible, man. It was just terrible, terrible, terrible. So I'm building like a stout building for 2,500 bucks, and it's going pretty well. Let's see. Tommy says, overall with eBay, it's just more frustrating. Just realize what you sell determines the clientele. You will see patterns of categories and price points that get a majority of returns. I believe that 100%. Jennifer, what's up? Good to see you in here. It's been a while. It's been a while. So what Tommy's saying, yeah, that's a good point. When you sell it like that, especially like that $25 and under mark, you're going to deal with a lot more questions on sizing, a lot more like returns. I mean, but I do see a lot more positive feedback whenever I sell like a cheap item. I don't know why, but yeah, you're going to get a lot more whenever you sell like, that 50 plus 100 plus like type items. Typically it's fine. And that's why I thought with the handy cam it'd be fine. The guy knows what he's paying for, but it's $150 sale and he wanted to return it. So it happens. Try flippers. So your shed can stand up to my kids. Yeah, the shed is stout, man. Once I put the sheeting on, like that thing ain't getting knocked over. I mean, we have some pretty heavy winds here. Like one time my fence was blown over. Now, this is a house I moved into 4 years ago. It was built in the 80s. We had a really big tornado in 79. It was like an F4 or 5, I think. It's very historical for this area, and it blew this house. It was one of the rebuilds. The fence is probably like shortly after the 80s, and one of the like panels like fell down because of the winds and the rain. It was so hard. So yeah, this shed's not going anywhere, and it's not a foundation. I mean, it's not a slab. I just did like a gravel like foundation. I built like a 2x8, 2x8 frame, treated, and then I decked over it, and now I'm just building like a house pretty much on top of it with a loft. So I think it stands like 14 feet tall, maybe. I don't know. It's really big. So I'm really excited for it though. And Stephanie, my wife, she says the fence is next. Yeah. So if you guys are into building and stuff, just know it costs a lot. Like every little bit costs. So the fence is going to be a big purchase, but I think as long as our fence is standing, I think we're okay. Like, I don't know. Let's see. Tommy says, I think if we did a pile of all resellers, my guess would be a huge percent of returns would be 40 and under. Yeah. I mean, 40 and under, that's a pretty good mark, but a lot. I mean, I feel like I heard this. I listened to Chris with Daily Finance. It seems like he's done like the analytics and figured stuff out. He said something about like 30 and under is like, I don't know if he said 90% of eBay sales or something like that. It was some like crazy number. So I just know I always get like, what's the measurement on this pant or what's the waist on this? And I'm like, it's in the description. It's always on an item that's like $30. So I'm trying not to price any items under $29.99. Like that's got to be the minimum price. And that's with me spending a max price of $5 on that item. So I'm trying to stay away from that low stuff, But I figure if I go full time, I'm going to have a lot more of the like pay $1, sell for 20 just to make like that $10, So I don't know. We'll see how it goes, how sourcing is whenever I'm trying to like put hundreds of items in the store a month. Carolina Hustler, what's up, dude? I'm just talking about the shed, man. My hands are like torn up. I haven't worked with wood in a long time. And I mean, even like the nail gun's like 8 pounds, and it's taking a toll, but we're getting there. If you guys check out Instagram, you can see some pictures, Taylor Exchange there. You can check it out. Tommy. Yeah, take a poll. He said a pile. Yeah, a poll. It's all good, dude. I hate how like, especially if I'm on my tablet or my phone and like there's a live going and I'm like typing something and it comes out wrong. I'm just like, dang it. And usually other people's lives, the chat's like going fast. So you try to like correct it and it's just not even close. And you're like, oh man, like whatever. They'll figure it out. Caroline Case said, oh, I hate manual labor. I'll check it out. Yeah, dude, check it out. I honestly like, I never felt better whenever I work really hard if it's like warm outside and I can have like a couple beers afterwards. I feel like accomplished. My body's a little worn out. And today though, I mean, I bought all the sheeting. I bought like the sheeting and decking, and I bought some 2x6s to frame out like the loft. And I got that wood at like 7:30 maybe, and then at like 9:30, 10, it started raining, and it was just a light rain, so I was okay with it. And then it got like like not a downpour, but it was raining like heavy, and I kept going through it. I was carrying stuff through the mud. My tools were getting wet, like all the cords were getting wet, the air hose, all that stuff was getting muddy. And then I had to like troubleshoot my air hose because something with the oil, I guess the oil was out. It's one of those you got to fill with oil, which is pretty lame. Don't get a compressor that you have to add oil to, get the ones without it. But it's Harbor Freight special, so I paid like $90 for it, and it's been getting the job done. I've had it for like a number of years, but I don't know. So yeah, manual labor. Like, I got out of construction because it's hard. I mean, here in Texas, when it's like 100 degrees and you're framing a house or you're working construction, it is hell. And then when it's cold, it's like the tools don't work, your hands don't work. Like, that's why I'm trying to get into like clean work. Like, I work with copiers, so I dress a little nicer. I go inside. Really no manual labor, but you still have to like turn wrenches, and like there's toner and all that stuff. Like, reselling to me is a pretty clean job. I know you have to like kind of deal with, if you buy, used stuff, sometimes it smells or whatever, but like my nose doesn't work very well, so I can't smell that good anyway. And it doesn't really bother me. People are like, oh, I think those shoes smell. And I'm kind of like, well, I don't know, but I can smell cigarette smoke. I'm not like, it's not like I have no smell, but I don't know. I mean, so yeah, Try Flipper said the most manual I do is mowing the lawn. Mowing the lawn is pretty good, man. It's almost therapeutic. You get out there and you smell the grass. It always brings me back to my first job. My first job was mowing lawns with my dad. Whenever I was 11 is when I started going with him. He had like a few lawns he would do. And then when I started helping him, we picked up like a couple more, and we would do it during the week and we do it on the weekends. And, I made a little money when I was 11, 12, 13. And then I started bagging groceries when I was 14 at the commissary at the base here. And I did that until I was 16. And then I was a cashier there. And yeah, I've just always kind of had that like in my blood to work and to like, you can respect somebody who like puts in work. Other people who like complain about stuff, but then they don't do anything about it. Like, that's the worst. If somebody's working their tail off, and like, go ahead and complain, man. I mean, you only have so much smarts and so much you can attempt, sometimes you can't do it. So if you're stuck in that mode, go ahead and complain a little bit, man. It's fine. And if you want a little extra money, like, tell people about reselling, don't tell them to buy the stuff you're buying, but like, at least give them hope, because there's plenty of items to go around. And if I can explain to somebody like, hey, if you want to make like a couple $100 a month, you can do it pretty easily. Just watch my videos and learn a little bit. I want to do more like how-to videos. My most popular videos are like how to pack heavy weights, how to just like how-tos. And I don't know if it's because the keywords are powerful, but like, those are the kind of videos I want to do. I am going to put out like a bomb shed build video. I have like so many clips right now, and I'm having such a hard time transferring the data. I got an iPad mini that's got a lot of data on it, or not data. It's got some videos on it. And then I edit it in iMovie, and then I'm transferring it to my terabyte, which is right here. It's like this little easy store. I put it on my terabyte, and then like, it's like labeled, different parts of the build. And then, I'm just going to put it all together. Probably do it in like fast forward. I may put in like little words about what I'm doing, but it's not like a how to build. I'm not explaining how to build. Trust me, you guys don't want to see this. I mean, I know a little bit about building, but there's a lot of things I did wrong, and I really don't care, because when it comes to framing and stuff, if you put enough wood and enough nails in it, it's going to work. The deal with people who like know how to build is they use like not the minimum, but like they use just enough material, 16 on centers and all this stuff, so that they don't overbuild, because overbuilding is what gets a lot of people in trouble. They spend way too much money. They make it way too heavy. It's like a fortress. I have a little bit of overbuild. I had to throw in a couple studs because I was just off, but it happens, man. And, I'm not trying to build the Taj Mahal here. I'm just trying to build a 10 by 12 barn shed so I can store all my crap, and then have my garage, which is somewhat conditioned. It's attached. It's not like fully conditioned, but I may do something about it. I did insulate all the walls when we bought this house, in the garage at least. I took all the old drywall and put bats of insulation. I put the drywall back up. So It's gonna be my warehouse, I hope to have, maybe about 1,000 items, I don't know. Um, what do you guys think? I'll catch up in the chat. Like, Tommy, I'm glad you and, Case and, Brian are here. I wanna know, like, and Philly Picker, what's up, dude? I hope you're still here, man. Sorry I missed you. Tommy said manual labor isn't the president of the Cubs or something, isn't he? Manual labor. I'm not sure who the Cubs president is anymore. Most manual labor is mowing lawns. Um, talking about selling golf clubs and stuff, dude. Case is killing it, dude. Case, how many items do you have in your store, man? Do you have your store link in your videos because you're doing it full time? Tommy, I'm pretty sure you're doing it full time too. Um, let's see. Tommy considers packing and shipping whenever he's picking items up. That's a big deal. It changes your systems, right? Like everyone has a system and a flow. And when you have items that are too big, like if you don't know what to do with them, it'll be an issue. So yeah, definitely have to think about that. Let's see. Tommy's doing good with golf clubs. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much golf like in my part of Texas. I'm sure the Metroplex has quite a bit of used golf stuff, but here there's not a lot. Yeah, so pretty sweet video. I wanted to make a video about this. I don't have one of the boxes in front of me, but anyway, it's about how to like fold down the shipping boxes to fit other boxes, right? Like you're making a custom box out of one of the USPS boxes, and it's a pretty sweet little thing. I'll do a video about it though. So like I said, the how-to videos are pretty cool. I mean, I'm trying to remember like some of the things I really didn't know when I started reselling to like share with the newer people that are reselling. But Tommy's been full-time just over a year. A couple of pickers have been doing it full-time 20 years. They can tell you a lot. A couple of pickers, yeah. Let's see. I didn't see him in here, but yeah, I'll have to check them out. I think that's the couple, right? Yeah, a couple of pickers. It's like man and woman. They're like middle age, I think. Full time for a year, man. What do you think, Tommy? Are you gonna do it for the rest of your life? Or are you thinking of finding like a 9 to 5 or maybe a part time job, something like that? I have considered like doing some type of part time work. I mean, I definitely want to make my living. I want to make my schedule is probably the biggest thing for me. I want to be able to wake up when I want to wake up. I want to work when I want to work, and then I want to chill out when I want to chill out. You know what I'm saying? Brian's on the edge of doing this full time. What kind of money are you bringing in, Brian? If you don't mind me asking, like. I think my first, I don't know, maybe like 15K. That's profit. I think I did that in a year, but I don't know. I just reached over 1,000 sales, and I think it's grossed over like 33,000, and then it's about 50% profit. So I don't know, man. I think I would need to be closer to like 40,000 profit or 50 to be good about it, and that's like what 2.5 times what I'm doing now, which definitely is possible because I do this 10 hours a week. I source maybe like 6 hours a week, if that, and then the shipping, takes an hour or less in the morning, and then listing, I just do like I do batch listing, I guess. If I feel like listing, I'll try to do at least 10, if not like 20 to 30. Other than that, man, I just let it roll. You know what I'm saying? Brian said, "Oh, I'm not full time. I'm just not close enough to even do it." Yeah, I mean, I don't make like a tremendous amount of money full time, but I figure if I can make like 2/3 of that doing this part time, I feel pretty confident I could do a lot more than what I make full time because the potential for reselling is so high being a sales job. So Tommy hit 95K part time before quitting as my first year of reselling. Quit my second year. So many good things, so many horrible things. Just being prepared and have a plan. Yeah. So I think you're in the tri state area, Tommy, Jersey, or something like that. Yeah. You need that kind of money. Like if I made what 95, that'd be like 45K profit. That's like a decent living in my area. The cost of living is super low. I have a lot of stuff, so it's not like I ever need, like, I don't ever have want for stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want the new PS5. Like, I don't want like a new skill saw. Like, I can just get by and like find ways to get things. And then almost like when you're thrifting or sourcing, if you have something in the back of your head you're looking for, it's like if it never goes away, you'll come across it. It's just a matter of time, you know? And yeah, like the hoodie I got on, it's the Big Pony. Yeah, I bought this sourcing and I was gonna sell it. And I said, you know what, it fits, so I'm gonna keep it. And I don't have a lot of white clothing items. I don't know how you guys feel about wearing white clothing items, but luckily there's no like stains on it or nothing yet. But yeah, it's pretty cool, man. So going full time, some of the things I'm thinking about are how many items I'm gonna buy a week, how many items am I gonna list a week or even a day, and like kind of going with that. And I'm trying to follow resellers that are doing this full time. I'm trying to see what their daily schedule's like. That's probably my favorite video. So if you guys are out there doing this full time, just bring the GoPro. Let me know what you're doing. How many hours, or like what are you trying to hit when you do it? Like Casey had a really good video. He talks about how he throws in a workout every morning, and he sends his kids off to school and all that good stuff. And then he sources or he lists and all that good stuff. Julian Beard Thrift Machine, I've seen some of his like. Yeah, I mean, I'm interested in knowing that. And I also watch Dad Planet. I don't know if you guys know who Dad Planet is. Um, he's got some kids and he hits like pretty big numbers and he sells big items. I mean, he's doing it pretty well. So I definitely kind of want to be like those people because, I want to do this full time too. Tommy said I was netting 3 to 5K a week and eBay suspended both of my eBay stores. Then I had zero income. Had to start over. Always be prepared. It can be gone tomorrow. It can definitely happen quick, the suspension. Because if you're selling that many items and then like you have a couple like bang, bang, bang problems, returns or whatever, man, like that, it can definitely go downhill. I believe it, man. A friend of mine, Kelly, in town, he's had a couple issues. He's a little newer, but he sells a lot of high dollar electronic items, and then people, maybe it gets tossed around in shipping. These people are pretty rough with stuff, and you're at the will of them. I mean, yeah, you can put bubble wrap all you want or like a box, but when I went to the post office one day, I said, I think I was really like just starting out. And I said, hey, if I write fragile on this, will you guys take better care of it? And she goes, sometimes our throwers will take caution. And I was just like, did you say your throwers? And she's just like, oh, I guess I wasn't. No, I didn't say that. And I'm like, so you have people that literally just chunk this like a football, and yeah, you got VCRs, you got game systems, fragile like mugs or whatever, man. And people are just like punting them in the back. Like, come on, dude. I mean, yeah. So you can put all the bubble wrap you want on it. And that's what that person said on that last return I had. They're just like, seller should have put more bubble wrap. I'm like, the thing was, it was already in a box, right? And then it had like the styrofoam that's molded to the items. It had foam on the items. And then I put little thin things of bubble wraps in between it and clamped it together, packaged it. And no, I didn't put bubble wrap around that box. I boxed that box. Maybe I did put bubble wrap around it. It's a collector's type bot where the box is almost as valuable as the item. So I did take pretty good care of it. And they still like, there's a little chip on it where only a finger could like grab that section. You know what I'm saying? If like the whole limb was broken off or the thing was broken in half, yeah, dude, I would say, yeah, transportation broke it. But it looked like they just picked at it and it chipped off. And they're like, oh my gosh, like it should have been packed better with more bubble wrap. Come on, man. Kelly agrees. Kelly, I know. Tommy said, biggest tip I could ever tell anyone is diversify income evenly. Always think eBay or any platform will be gone tomorrow and still be able to pay your bills. Yeah. Yeah. If you guys, I mean, mowing lawns, you can get it done doing a lot of different things. It's just what skills do you have right now? Like Brian Roning in the house. What's up, man? Happy Thanksgiving to you. Try Flippers is also another Brian. I don't know if he spells it the same as Brian Roning. I think he does. So maybe they'll have to like battle each other to figure out who's the true Brian of this chat. I don't know. But Try Flippers, Brian, he was saying he's really good with tech and like that type of thing. And even Brian Roney, actually, you told me you were interested in like, was it web design or something like that? So both of you guys are in the tech field. So you seriously have like, what is that? The Gladiators or whatever. Oh man, Tommy, you would definitely know. It's that deal where they like shoot the cannons with the tennis balls and they're just like, American Gladiator. Yeah. Y'all could go at it like that. Web development, Brian Roning. Yeah. So if like Tommy's saying, if eBay's gone tomorrow, like what are you going to fall back on? For me, I'm going to if I didn't have my full-time job and I didn't have Um, eBay, I'd probably just try to like maybe pick up like bartending or service. Like I do rely on my looks and my conversation skills for like times when I needed money in those types of fields. It does work, man. The more you talk to people and just let them talk and they're having a good time and you get better tips. So I may do that, but I also can I can build things. Like I can fix things. So handyman type work is something I've kind of thought about. The only problem with like handyman work is not all of its glory. It's like if I had to frame like a shed, like I would love doing that for a little while, not like a lot, but a little while. But if I had to do like drywall or paint or something like that, like I hate that stuff. Like dealing with, the mud and the texture and all that stuff, that's the worst. But it's in that realm of handyman stuff. Kelly says I will hire you to do my shipping and packing, man. Dude, if you hired me, the store would be it'd be taken off, man. We'd get a lot of stuff done. Stephanie makes the drywall face. Stephanie is my wife. Everybody say hi to Stephanie. She's making that face because all the drywall repairs in the house look terrible. It's because I don't like to sand it. Like I want to use the power sander, but the dust gets everywhere and gets all over every single flat surface, and it's a big mess. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, you got to have like multiple streams of income. That's a good thing, man. So Brian, my wife, does have a YouTube account. She doesn't do videos, but she has an account. I think she'd be really good with DIY craft videos if she got into it. She did some really really good Halloween crafts. They're one of a kind because I would get onto her for buying Halloween craft. Like buying the decorative piece. I'm like, just make them, like, and then it's like making them cost almost as much as buying them. So it's kind of like a lose lose. But she's really creative and good at that kind of stuff. So. Brian said your wife's a YouTube noob. Like she doesn't get on YouTube or she doesn't have like the actual account. She just like gets on as a guest, maybe. Tommy says you actually get banned on eBay for growing too fast. I had no clue. If I started a new store being semi-season, start selling more X amount, then X amount triggers a drop shipping ban. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because and see, YouTube should know based on like your shipping address and your accounts and stuff that you do have experience. So they should know that you're not brand new because you had some history. It's a new account, but they should know, like, they have analytics on that. So that's pretty ridiculous, man. Brian Ronning said, dude, I bought a camera for Black Friday. Heck yeah, man. Did you buy one of is it the DSLR cameras? Like the $600 cameras to make you look crisp? That's awesome, man. Did anyone else go Black Friday shopping? I mean, I've been to Lowe's. I've spent like $1,300 at Lowe's the past 3 days. So, God, that stuff it's not even like, it's not the $1,300 you spend. You're just like, oh, I love it. It's just like 2x4s and 2x6s and sheeting and all that garbage. Nails. Not glamorous like a camera, man. Kelly said, I wish you get on disability. Yeah, I don't really want to be disabled or do that, but it's possible. It's possible, I guess, if you have a disability. Nana says you should do Stephanie DIY. Is huge on YouTube. Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun. It's just like you kind of got to know how to transfer data. You have to know to edit. You have to know how to keep that stuff orderly because if you don't have like a good PC, which I have a ThinkPad laptop, definitely not the best for video editing and stuff like that. Like it can only handle so much at one time, which it's kind of crippling, but I'm getting around and I'll do more videos. Once I get the shed video out there to the world to see, it's going to be awesome. Now, I want your guys' opinion. There's 11 people in here, all people that I trust with my life. I'm going to have this shed video and there's going to be like probably like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours of video. Should I do part 1, 2, and 3 or just part one video, all of it in a line, for an hour and a half? Do you think that would be better or just keep it to like 40 minutes or something? I'm going to put some music. I'm going to put little titles, things in throughout the build. I may like talk over some parts, but I'm sure most people that watch those, like when I watch them, I just kind of like drone into like seeing them work really fast, and seeing stuff being built. And that's what I love most about those. So maybe I'll watch a couple more and see how they're like formatting it. But all the ones with shed builds, they're not even that great. And they have like tens of thousands of views. So like, I think mine's going to be pretty strong. I just need the keywords to be right. yeah, I'm gonna go viral, guys. Like, probably not, but you can hope. You can hope. Tommy said, even though I never drop shipped ever. Yeah, honestly, I don't even know how to drop ship. Like, I kind of understand the concept, but I wouldn't even know how to do it. So, but eBay knows you know how to do it because you're making a lot of money fast. And doesn't that make them money? Like, the more money you make makes them money. It's ridiculous. Steph says she's been thinking about DIY crab videos whenever I have some extended time off work. Yeah, it's just a matter of like trying it, and then it comes out and it looks like whatever, and you just kind of get better. You improve. I'm kind of at a plateau because I've been trying to spend time building money on eBay to buy this shed. It'll be $3,000. $2,500, $3,000. I don't know, something like that. And I'm trying to just use it with my eBay money, but I also have my truck payments. I have a couple things I need to like clean up, polish up, and organize before I make the jump to full time. But I'm definitely going to do it. I'm going to let you guys know how it goes. KB Flips got a great deal on a trip to Punta Cana on Black Friday. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the KB stands for. If it's your initials, but that's awesome. You got a good deal. I mean, I don't know, like Black Friday, were people out and about, Was it like a super spreader event of the world? Like, or was it just like people are still shopping online? Because a lot of people just want it to come straight to their house, Some people like to go out and, see the sites and stuff, but I didn't see any uptick in my store, but I haven't been listing a lot. I'm still at like 1 to 3 to 5 sales a day. It kind of fluctuates, but that's how it's been going, trying to get the shed built. If you guys have Instagram, check Taylor Exchange on Instagram. You can see the photos. I've only put like 4 or 5 out, but the video will drop probably January, probably before January, maybe the end of the year. I'll get the video out. It's going to be awesome, man. It's pretty funny seeing me out there working. I just hope I don't like fall off the ladder or something, but if I do, hopefully it's on video and you guys can see it. I'll definitely like put that as like the beginning part of the video and then like start the video. I think that'd be pretty awesome. Let's see. Nana said, I would never watch more than 20, 25 minutes at one time. I'd fast forward with music and still do parts 1, 2, and 3, etc. I never have dropshipped. Never would. eBay put a limit on my store a few weeks ago. I called and asked why, and they thought I was dropshipping because I had 100 plus plates. Wow. Yeah, eBay's a mystery when it comes to what they decide to do. Steph said you better not fall. Yeah, it's pretty high up. Like, it's cool though. Like, I know how to do this stuff, so it'll be fine. Tommy said I would never do a video over 10, 20 minutes max. It would kill your analytics. People average about 5 to 8 minutes per video. Yeah, I don't know, man. I see like 40% of the video time, so the longer it is, I do get a little more of a view, but it's the shed build, right? So like, I think I was talking to Kelly about it. He was like, well, dude, when I watch a build video, I want to see the beginning and I want to see the end. Like, I don't want to see part 1 and then not see the end. And I don't know, man. It's not like I mean, I guess it would kill my analytics, but Tommy, let's be honest here. My analytics aren't really popping. You know what I'm saying? I just want like, I don't know. I kind of just want it complete to be saved on YouTube so that whenever I'm older or whatever, people are like, oh, this shed is great, man. How'd you build it? When'd you build it? Like, actually go to Taylor Exchange and check the video out. Watch it for yourself, kid. That's kind of what I think about YouTube. It's almost like a video diary of my life and my hobbies and all that kind of stuff, and my business. But yeah, so I don't know. I think I'm just gonna watch like some of the other ones and see like who's got the most hits and see how they did it and kind of just try to match them a little bit. So yeah, if 20 minutes is average, maybe I'll just do it to 20 minutes and do like each stage of the build, just do like maybe 15 to 30 seconds of that build. And then by the end, it'll be done, So I probably just haven't condensed it down enough yet. But yeah, it's a good idea. Nana said, when I explained it that I was a hoarder house cleanouts, they were very nice, lifted the limit and actually upped my limit to a ridiculous amount. Yeah, that's great. And see, it just takes them to like click the button, right? To like lift that stuff. So Tommy says Commonwealth did it. He mixed it with solds and everyday videos, like a daily shed update. Oh man, that's cool. So okay, so I thought about doing like dropping a little bit of the videos. I didn't think about mixing it with solds. That's a good idea, but Could I do that and then reuse that same video as like a total build and have just, both the best of both worlds? Can you put the same video twice on YouTube, or does that really mess it up? I mean, I know you can't. I know you're not supposed to like steal other people's videos and use it as your own. I know that's bad. At least I can imagine it would be. Philly Picker said my account was suspended last year. eBay thought I was a drop shipper because my wife would drop off my packages in Jersey on her way to work. The shipping labels were printed in Philly, where I live. Dang, dude. And you think that's something you can talk to them about, right? Like, hey guys, if you guys notice this or whatever, like, let me explain. Philly, yeah, it took a month to clear it up. That sounds about right. Sometimes they're pretty good, man. Like when you get on the phone with them, sometimes you get it knocked out quick and they understand, and then other times it's like, good luck. All right, guys. We are close to an hour. I'm going to cut this up. I had a great time. I appreciate the 9 people and the 5 thumbs up that came in. The lava lamp's going pretty strong. I would keep going, but I'm tired, man. Like my hands, my legs, everything's tired. So like I'm going to plan the rest of my day for tomorrow. I like to do this sometime in the day, just kind of have like a clear head of like what I want to accomplish. And then if I have that plan, usually when I go to bed, I'll think about like that plan while I'm sleeping. And then when I wake up, it's like you can knock out a lot more stuff that way. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get more shed builds, more of the shed built. I'm going to post on Instagram, probably the next phase of it. So Taylor Exchange, if you want to check it out. I appreciate everyone that came. Thank you guys. Trust me, I will come with some more videos when the shed is done. And yeah, take it easy. Take it easy, guys.